Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome to my latest experiment. Your boy is trying to get back into cycling. Welcome to beautiful Little Mountain Park here in Mount Vernon, Washington. Technically my third trip here. I'm at the beginning of something I want to share with folks. A few months ago I got a CPAP. It kind of brought me back to life. I'm now coming back to cycling after a 25-year absence. It was something I got to spend a lot of time doing with my dad growing up. We did a lot of road biking together, and I dreamed of mountain biking to the extent it's available today. I've been watching a lot of, Seth Alvo and Burn Peak and the Red Bull downhill mountain bike racing and Cranksworks, slope style stuff. And I was really lucky a couple of months ago. I'm a spoiled man. I'd like to thank my sponsor right now, my wife. Bought me a Salsa Blackthorn deodorant, and I have in the last few weeks really gotten back into this hobby I missed so much with this radical new way to actually get to enjoy it. So as it stands, I'm a couple weeks in. I've been here to ride once where I broke a chain on my first lap. Rookie mistake. We'd call it a money shift in the drag racing automotive world, but downshift at the wrong time and went boom. And then came back here, and there is a monster of a hill. It's 1,000 feet long with 100 feet elevation gain. And at the moment, I'm about just shy of 6 feet tall and probably touching about 275 pounds. So this is my way of trying to get back into shape and have fun while I'm doing it. So our goal for today is to hit 5 laps of the green flow trail, maybe hit the jump line. If we're feeling really spicy, might even hit that blue flow trail today. But the goal as always is to be safe and have fun. So welcome to my adventure. This is phase 1. Again, Little Mountain Bike Park. It's a beautiful spring day in Washington State, which is to say a little bit of sunshine. You can't see it behind me, but it's there. Anyway, folks, let's go have fun. Thank you. All right, gang, well, this is me all sweaty in my effervescence in my, what I call that, my refractory period, because it took an hour and you caught me walking for at least one of them, but 5 laps, 2 to make it through the jump line, including actually catching, I mean, probably a fraction of an inch of air, but I felt the bounds of gravity release me, which is the sensation I've been after since I was a friggin' kid. Oh, I've never had so much fun. I've never felt so out of shape, but so motivated to not be so round. Spherical being a shape and all. I don't think that's the one they're talking about when it comes to this stuff. So thanks for joining me. Hopefully there's gonna be more to come, a little bit less of the scrambled uphill stuff and a little bit more of the fast downhill stuff, and eventually more of that airborne stuff as well. But one trip down, who knows how many to go. Thank you for joining TurboChonk.